Why are we stuck at 1? Oh, what the hell is wrong with this fucking thing now?
There we go.
What the actual fuck is going on this morning already?
I don't know. I just got here.
All kinds of fuckery. Yeah, I started it up and it stuck at 1, the one circle. You know how when it's starting up, it does the countdown.
Yeah.
It stopped at 1 and just stuck there. I'm like, okay, that's lovely. Well, at least we're living up to the moniker of the show today, Manic Monday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the person that is accusing our dear vice presidential candidate on the Democrat side of being a little more friendly than he should have is going to be coming forward.
I saw that. He actually was posting on X, I believe, yesterday.
Yep. But they're going to come forward and identify themselves, and they're going to basically, they're going to lay out the whole accusation. I mean, it's beyond statute of limitations, but
still go after civilly.
They could.
But, yeah, whatever. No, I do not want to go join my own live on X. Thank you. I wish they would fix this because I have X Premium already, but it says I don't have X Premium. It's always posting ads for me to get X Premium. I have X Premium, you fucking asshole. Maybe I need to get rid of X Premium. Not that it would matter. My whole $8 isn't going to ruin Elon Musk, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be just the principle of it. Copy text. Sorry, I'm
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well.
Chris is having issues over there.
I'm always having issues. They know that. I'm a walking issue.
Yep.
Beautiful skyline this morning, though. I don't know if you got to see the picture or
not. No.
I'll post it here in a second.
Sun's not up over here yet. Got to wait another 30 minutes or so. Cold as fuck, though. It was 49 when I checked the temperatures a few minutes ago.
Yeah, we're in a heat wave again, and we're supposed to... I think we got down to maybe 57 last night for the low.
Well, it's nice and cold here.
Well, it's been cold here the last... the last couple of nights.
Yeah, I think we're finally done with our heat. Let's see. Tuesday, high of 67, low of 32 with a frost and freeze warning.
So you go from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, it was 94 just a couple of days ago. Let's see, 68 Wednesday, 71 Thursday, 74 Friday. Oh, here we go. 81 on Saturday, 82 on Sunday, 85 next Tuesday. Yeah, no, it's going to be hovering in the 70s, and so it's going to be very nice. It's going to be very nice. Thursday, the 31st of October, will be 72 degrees. At least that's what they're predicting right now. You know, it's subject to change. Subject to change. Anything beyond 10 days is really just a crapshoot, which is, that's still an improvement over weather prediction models from even 10, 15 years ago when anything beyond 5 days was really a crapshoot. We're getting better at predicting the weather, which is nice. I know those two hurricanes screwed up some things up here in Oklahoma. We were supposed to be in the 70s the last 2 weeks. But of course, with the hurricanes dredging up tropic heat and moisture from the south, distending the wind, jet stream. It brings more heat up from the south, so we got a few more days in the 90s. Although I have found out that I can withstand temperatures up to 94 degrees as long as I have a good fan. Which is, it's not bad. I mean, it's more than I expected. I didn't think I'd really be okay after past 88, but here we are.
I said 34 where he is right now.
Don't leave your coffee outside too long.
My coffee's right here. Uh-huh.
I already had some. I made a fresh batch.
I saw your moniker. It says caffeinated.
Yeah, I made a fresh batch, and I made homemade pumpkin spice coffee. Tossed pumpkin spice in there, a bunch of creamer, a bunch of sugar, mix that sucker up.
So
I slurped it down.
You're like a walking 80 right now.
I'm a what? You went robot on me for a second.
I said, so you're an ADHD kid right now.
Oh, I'm always ADHD.
All sugared up. Yeah, but I mean, like, without Ritalin.
Actually, caffeine helps my ADD a lot. That's why I drink so much. That's why I stopped taking amphetamines. It just works better.
Thanks, Fluff. I really needed all that mud all over me.
Of course you did.
Where the hell did you find mud at? It hasn't even rained.
Cats are good at that shit.
Probably is shit. So we found yesterday going through the shed. We're trying to get the shed cleaned out and organized so that we can store some stuff out of the house out there.
Yeah.
And the next thing I hear Mom saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Possum or Miss Possum. I didn't mean to startle you." And I'm thinking, okay, she's just going to let the possum alone, chill in there. It'll come out when it's ready. Nope. Next thing I know, I hear Mom coming out. It's okay, carrying this damn possum.
You're kidding.
No, we play with the possums all the time out here. But I prefer, if it's sleeping, just let it sleep. It's not hurting
for crying out loud.
But no, Mom has to go and mess with it. So.
Oh, but of course.
And it's the one it's got broken. Something's wrong with its back legs. They don't work.
Ah.
And I said, well, when I first saw it, it was in the garage with the kittens. Kittens weren't bothering it. It wasn't bothering the kittens. They were all eating together out of the same bowl. And I said, well, as long as it's eating, getting water, and taking, it's, doesn't look like it's suffering, I'm not going to bother it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, how many people do you know that have fucked up legs and shit like that, and they live just perfectly fine? They adapt.
Yep.
So, I'll tell you what, for him not having back legs working, that little sumbitch goes. We'll set him down, and we'll lose sight of him in a couple seconds. I mean, like gone. You can't find him. So, but yeah, good times.
Now, see, if this had been Mrs. Cal, we would have built a little wheelchair for him, and she would have strapped him in there, and he would have been a house pet.
And we would have make good house pets.
And we would have had to make ramps for every area of the house, just so Mr. Possum or Miss Possum, whatever it is, can go up the ramps and go wherever they want. And then she'd have me build a ramp right up to her chair or whatever she'd end up sleeping in. I got her this took this love seat from my mom's place up in Illinois that I was going to give to her because the whole thing reclined back, so she could actually kind of recline. She couldn't recline all, but she couldn't lay flat because of her. She had a hernia on her diaphragm, and yeah, that was pressing on her. It's pressing on her diaphragm, so she couldn't breathe if she laid flat. But she could lay at an angle, or she could sit up and sleep. So she usually kind of we found this really nice old chair for her, and we just padded it out with all kinds of blankets and pillows and stuff. And of course, that thing fell the fuck apart, but it doesn't matter. It served its purpose. It literally lasted Jen for almost 10 years. Let's see, she was 42. It lasted her 8 years before it completely fell apart. And I was going to upgrade her to this really nice futon. Well, not a futon, but it's a love seat that reclines. So, but yeah, no, I know her. That opossum would have been a house pet, and it would have been fed only the finest table scraps and various other foods, whatever she can get her hands on that's good for the possum to eat. And she would have babied that thing for its entire life.
Yeah.
Because
possums they'll eat just about anything. I mean, they're scavengers, so.
I see a kitty in the background.
Yeah, well, there's one biting me in the ass under the chair. That's what I'm trying to grab.
Well, there's enough there. There's enough there. You can stand to lose it.
Most people say.
Oh, those are the ones that just don't know you well enough. They don't know you like we do.
This is Tiny that just came across the front. She's heading over to the bassinet. My aunt and uncle had 3 cats that were literally their babies.
Oh yeah.
So they had a bassinet in the bedroom for them, and had 3 different litter boxes. Each cat had their own litter box, and they took good care of these cats. Well, the last one passed away from a broken heart 2 weeks ago.
No, that's sorry to hear.
Yeah, the first one passed about 6 months ago, and then the second one just about a month ago, and then 2 weeks after that one, the last one passed. So they decided no more. They don't want any more cats or animals. So they knew we had all the cats out here, so they brought us the stuff. So we went and got a bale of straw from down at the farm, and we put straw in the bassinet, top and bottom piece, so they can sort themselves however they want. And then we took 3 of the. Well, we took one of the one was a cat carrier, and we put straw in it, and then these freaking litter boxes. They're the really huge ones that have the covers on them. So took him, put some straw in them, and we're still trying to figure out where we want to put them. We just left them outside overnight, but last night because it wasn't really cold. But yeah, so trying to make it so they have nice warm places to sleep. The shed might end up being where they end up getting put.
Uh-oh. It's trouble. It's trouble.
Mr. Mike.
What's up, man?
How you doing, buddy?
All right.
Good to see you.
Good.
How you been? Yeah, you're on. We can see you. Can you hear us?
I can't see you. I can't see me, but I can hear you. Yeah, weekend was good.
It's good to hear.
Oh, that's good.
Did you hear that the victim of Tim Waltz's man-on-man affections has decided to come forward?
No, I didn't hear that.
Shit. Yep. They're going to be doing interviews and shit. Mind you, as somebody pointed out, the left are so sick that at least some of them are going to be like, well, I'm already voting for him. You don't have to convince me.
Thomas
Some of
says,
those,
Mr. Mike.
some of those people are sick enough that are be like, yeah, finally, one of us is going to be in vice president's office. You know, that's what some of them are thinking. Disgusting and horrible as that is, you know, that's what some of them are thinking. It's just like us whenever we hear Trump's going to get a new felony or something. Like, yep, well, I can't vote for him again, not legally. I feel bad for them that the devil has taken so deep a hold of their souls that they enjoy this sort of shit.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
It's sad. It really is. I mean, there was a time in their lives when they were happy-go-lucky children that were decent human beings and, you know, doing what Mr. Rogers taught us to do. Be good neighbors. Somewhere along the way, something got so fucked up that they have turned into these evil demon hosts, whatever the hell you want to say. I mean, they've just turned evil and nasty. And now they just seek the suffering of others. It's so sad.
Makes you wonder what the hell it was, you know? Was it alcohol? Was it drugs? Was it, I mean,
some of them were touched as kids. Some of them were touched as kids. We know that.
Yeah, somebody pee on their fucking cornflakes, what?
Whatever it is, some of them are just so into that, it's so deeply rooted in their souls that, you know, I try to be a good Christian. I really do. And I ain't perfect. I'm gonna say that right now. Ain't none of us perfect. I try my best.
We all fall short at times.
Oh yeah, we all fall short. It's part of it's part of the Christian experience. But you know, when I look at them and I see them and I see the way that they are, I'm like, you know, as we were saying in a previous stream, Chris actually was the one that pointed this out. We're supposed to be fishers of men, you know, try to bring men to Christ, bring them into his presence and his glory. And I'm looking at some of these and I'm like, you know what? I am not skilled nor pious enough to go anywhere near them and want to bring them to Christ. I am more likely to want to bring them someplace else that involves a wood chipper. At least some of them. Others, it's just like, you know what? I can't do it. I despise everything they stand for. I will respect them as a human being and not, you know, physically assault them in the street, unlike what they do to us. But at the same time, it's like, there is such a sickness in your soul. I can see it, but I don't have the tools to come and rescue you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got a Trump flag on my bike, and if I plan on going to a grocery store, I ain't been to Walmart in forever, but if I would go to Walmart or something, I'll take my Trump flag off, put my American flag on, because God knows I'll kill somebody. I'll kill somebody fucking my bike up or my flag. And being in jail ain't all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Mike's too pretty for jail.
That's a little too much rent control for me.
Yeah. Well, Chris is right. You're too pretty for jail. You never survive.
Says, nice hat, Mike.
Oh yeah, I love the hat. I love the hat.
I had it fucking made in jail, man. I used to draw on envelopes, and the Puerto Ricans, man, they would come in and give me 20, 30 envelopes every canteen day. Every day we had canteen, and I'd hook them all up. Next canteen day, they'd come in and give me piles of coffee and cigarettes and another stack of envelopes to draw on. I got out from doing 18 months, and man, I was giving coffee away and cigarettes away. I had a damn commissary in my room, you know, just drawing on envelopes. Now you can't do it.
Yeah, I've watched JD Delay. I know at least a little bit of piece of how that goes. You know, the prison underground trade system and how you're supposed to give your stuff away when you're leaving, you know, stuff like that. I mean, but still, you know, I totally get it.
Why would you want to bring that reminder home with you? You know what I mean?
Little individual packets of coffee and shit, yeah.
I've heard some of that coffee is pretty lit. And you know me, I'm a coffee hound.
Taster's choice, dude. I used to put like 3 of them in a little tiny fucking styrofoam cup, and it would almost be good.
Almost.
You put about 5 or 6 in there, and the shit's like syrup, bro. You start pouring it, you can have a conversation, and you look over and I grab a little bit of it as it oozes out.
Now, the one that I want to get my hands on out of instant coffees is Coffee Instant Type 2. I watch a lot of Steve 1989 MRE info. And to him, he sampled MREs. Literally, he ate an MRE from 1900. It was basically tin biscuits. But he's had all kinds of coffee from every armed force around the world that you can possibly imagine. He says the best coffee that he has ever had is Coffee Instant Type 2. U.S. military issue. That's the one. He says that, I've got a box of it, but there's this one commercial brand that comes kind of close. He says it's the closest that a civilian can get without, trying to hunt down the individual tubes. And that was the stuff. I haven't had it in ages because I've got a drip coffee maker now and I'm, not guarding. But I used to bring, I would buy like a couple of boxes at the 99-cent store, rip them off and stick as many tubes into one box as I could and then close the flap. So I'd have like 18 sachets in there of that coffee. Yeah. And when I was guarding, we would get cups about the size of those styrofoam cups. But ours weren't styrofoam; they were plastic, so I couldn't throw them in the microwave or anything. But we had whenever we went to the restroom, there was a sink available to us, a kitchen sink style thing in an outer break room area for the workers. That thing used to make some hot water. So what I would do is I got this little drink carrier from, I don't know, one of the gas stations around here. And I would put 4 cups in there, fill them up with that ultra hot water, dump 2 sachets into each one. I'd drink it black, so I didn't add cream or sugar. And I'd take those back after going to the bathroom, and I would have 4 cups of pretty strong coffee. It kept me going. I never once fell asleep on shift. I was never even tempted to. No matter how boring it was, I was never because I just had too much coffee in me. It was good stuff, though. I don't know.
Good morning, Jamie.
Jamie.
Morning, Jamie.
When I worked at the convenience store, we ground our own coffee for our mix. Oh, nice. I just go over and steal beans out of the coffee bin and chew on them all night.
One of the people that I mod for says that I need to try chocolate-covered espresso coffee beans.
Oh, they're good.
They'll keep.
I keep hearing
5 or 6 of them. They'll keep you up for 2 days.
Not me. I'm the kind of guy I can down like the equivalent of a full regular cup of coffee. Mind you, I drink my stuff room temperature, so it just. Yeah. But I can drink that and then go and lay down and go to sleep. Yeah, all it does is even out my ADD. That's the only thing it does for me. It keeps me awake, but it doesn't prevent me from sleeping. So I guess I'm lucky with that.
I used to get up in the morning, I'd drink a pot of coffee, 8-10 cups of coffee, and draw a little bit, and then go in and take a nap.
Yep.
It don't. I mean, now I didn't sleep real great, and I was all over the place, but I mean, I could sleep.
Yeah, I've never really had problems going to sleep.
Screaming right now, Jamie. That would get annoying after a while.
The only problem that I have now that I'm getting older, mind you, I'm not as old as you two, is now I can't stay asleep. After about 4 hours, because of how much coffee I drink, I got to get up and I got to go drain the lizard. Not fun. Not fun.
I can drain it half to sleep.
Hey, you're almost up to the point where you're gonna have to go get the finger.
Oh,
yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I love that Cola Dog commercial.
They're trying to get me to do that this year.
I'm sure.
I did it when I was 50. That was 7 years ago. I know they've wanted me back already. I'm like, nah. Someday maybe.
Now without dinner and a movie first.
Yeah,
well,
maybe a bottle of Jack Daniels at least. I don't know.
Well, I probably need that because I've already had something up there that
they put you out, man. Yeah. I remember when I went to get mine, they gave me the shit to put me to sleep. And I was sitting on the examination table, whatever there. They gave me my shit. I forget if it was a shot or whatever, but I sat on the table and I fist bumped the anesthetist, and I laid down, and I don't even remember my head hitting the pillow. That shit puts you out like bang, bro. And then you
Yeah,
wake up, your ass is all kind of gooey. You just feel like you want to run to the bathroom and wipe your ass. Then I had my crazy old aunt who took me to get this because you can't drive home. And I woke up and like first thing I like my ass felt all fucked up, you know, and then I looked over and see my crazy old aunt sitting there. I was like, oh, it just keeps getting worse.
yeah, men's health
Oh, God,
issues.
what's next?
Men's health issues, I tell you.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Part of being
general, yeah, well, it is. It sure is. Speaking of things of the day and other stuff, I had to get some groceries from Walmart, and since I don't have a car anymore for some reason, I have to order all my shit. And well, fortunately, they had everything that I wanted. I mean, I usually if it's something isn't there that I want, well, everything was in stock that I ordered because I don't really order anything too unusual. But the bill for 26 items was about $100. About $100. And I know for a damn fact that should be cheaper than that. And it pisses me off every time I go shopping now because like, it shouldn't be that freaking expensive. So
I
made that post last year when I went to BJ's, and I showed what I got. It was the exact same fucking order, and it was $100.
Uh-oh, we lost Chris again. I think the cat's ate his phone.
Yeah, I shared a post the other day. I said when Trump was in office, I bought groceries. Now Biden's in office, and I buy a grocery.
yeah.
Hey, groceries.
That's about how it is.
The stores love it because you can put $100 worth of groceries into one fucking bag now. So like their bag cost is probably like fucking,
Yeah. It pisses me off too. I mean, it really does. I'm alone, so I don't really have outrageous tastes. I'm not a champagne on a beer budget sort of guy. I think the worst I splurge on is putting extra pepperoni on my pizza. And I get, a one frozen pizza per shopping trip, so I don't go nuts on that. So I'm actually trying to watch what I'm eating now. But like I can survive on freaking beans and pork. And just a few other slightly more exotic things like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or lunch meat or whatever. I don't have ultra expensive taste. I don't want freaking filet mignon every night. So when I look at what, I used to be on food stamps. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I was once at one point in my life just dead broke poor, and I was in a state where I couldn't get a job to save my freaking life because I was not Mexican. I was told that actually by a couple of people who were when I went to an interview. I'm like, well, they're like, well, you're not a minority. Are you gay? No. Well, I can't hire you. You're not diverse enough. I wasn't going to lie about being gay. I mean, I could pull off the act real well, but I don't want to have to go to work and pretend to be gay for 8 hours just for a freaking paycheck that's minimum wage. Now, on the other hand, if it had been like 2 or 3 times minimum wage, you would have seen fucking Emmy performances out of me every freaking day. And I wouldn't have cared for that kind of money. But we're talking literal minimum wage jobs I could not get. I was lucky to get one job at 7-Eleven, and that's only because I knew somebody. But as it turned out, the guy that was running the 7-Eleven wasn't actually paying our payroll taxes and wasn't paying the IRS, and he dumped his business. I had some health issues around that time. I got sick with, I don't know what the hell it was, but I was real freaking sick for about a week. I had a doctor's note and everything, and the shift manager, not the owner, the shift manager said, well, if you don't want to work, I'll just find someone who does. And I took that as being you're fired, even though she didn't have the authority to do so. So when I called the owner, like right after I was done being sick, I'm like, yeah, I had a doctor's note and everything. He can prove that I was uber sick and contagious. And considering I had to do food handling at the 7-Eleven, we weren't allowed to go in if we were contagious because, that could get the customer sick and open us up to liability, blah, blah, blah. But he basically said, you know what, talk to me next week. I will write up a schedule personally and I will get you on it. And then that Monday when I went in to go talk to him in person, which is what he requested I do, I found out, oh, hey, yeah, nobody's seen him since Friday. He was supposed to come in and fill a partial shift on Saturday. I turn around to go ahead and leave, and a couple of gentlemen in suits come in, and they want to have a word with people. Then they had federal IDs.
I had a manager like that.
Who was that manager running from?
Fluff, come on, dude. What are you doing? No. We're not banning people. You were just being a terror this morning. You knock over the lights, then you try and ban, I don't know if it was Jamie or Thomas. Oh, now you're just going to run off now.
Ooh, Thomas. Oh, Thomas, you and I could be friends. Fried Spam sandwich with onions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is so good. But the price of Spam has gotten crazy. Like, it's Spam. Why? Why?
We'll go to BJ's and order it off there and have it shipped to your house.
I mean, it's tempting, but still, the price of Spam is... Mind you, I don't eat brand name Spam. I like Armor Treat more. Don't ask me why. I just do. Everybody who's into the Spam culture each has their own little preference. Some people... I know they sold this one. I haven't been able to find it out here in Oklahoma, but they had a jalapeno Spam. Brand name Spam. When I was living in California, and I got that once in a food parcel, and I fried that up. Oh, mind you, Mrs. Cal and Mrs. Cal's mom wouldn't go near that shit. Mrs. Cal's mom said it reminded her too much of the ration she ate in the Army. She refused to touch it, and Mrs. Cal just plain didn't like Spam. So I'm like, okay, I will have this nice little can of jalapeno Spam all to myself. And I made that shit last. I made like 3 sandwiches out of it. I sliced it thin enough. I got that shit real crispy in the frying pan with some onions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was so good. I don't know. I like Spam. I like Spam.
They have multiple flavors now of Spam. I think there's one that's bacon, the jalapeno, and I'm pretty sure there's another one. I can't remember, but when I seen them in the store, I all but started jumping up and down doing a happy dance and shit. People probably thought I was a fucking lunatic or something, but I was like, hey, well, stay the fuck away if you don't like it.
Let's see. We have gochujang flavored Spam. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's gochujang, and I know that's not how it should be said. Korean barbecue flavor, maple flavor with bacon, oven roasted turkey flavor, hickory smoke flavor, hot and spicy, jalapeno, that's the one I had, teriyaki, Totino.
Oh, that's probably good. Teriyaki, cool.
Oh God, yeah. I used to toss teriyaki in there with the Spam, and I tried because Mrs. Cal liked sushi. Mind you, it's expensive, so we really didn't get it that often. But we'd get the little cheap California rolls or whatever. But I tried to make her some genuine, because I know that there is a sushi. I forget if it's Hawaiian or if it's actually Japanese. I know it's very popular in Hawaii, though, because Mrs. Cal's mom even mentioned it. But you take a square of white rice, and you put a square of Spam on top of it, and you put a seaweed, like a ribbon of seaweed around it. I tried to make that for her, and I was like, honey, I'll make you Spam sushi. She's like, I just don't like Spam. We can at least try. I made it for myself. I had that sucker dipped in teriyaki, and she had about half of one, and she's like, well, you made it taste okay, but I just can't finish it. And I'm like, all right, I'll eat your portion. No, I love Spam.
Usually if you say I made it for me, they're all more than happy to grab some of it.
No, but I like me some Spam. I just don't get it that often because it's more expensive than it used to be.
I don't get it.
It's not as cheap as it should be. I mean, Spam used to be one of the cheapest meats you could get your hands on. Now it's about mid-grade. It's about the same price as you would expect to see an equal amount of regular lunch meat.
It's kind of like the difference between Hormel chili and any other chili. I would rather Hormel chili. I want chunky chili is just like, it ain't chili, man. That's some concoction with kidney beans in it.
Yeah.
Hormel chili, I'll tell that up. I could probably go to my house right now and find Hormel chili and Spam.
Thomas says he goes to the Spam Museum. They sell it all.
Oh yeah. The Spam Museum.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't think we have one of them.
My
No,
family's
but
started in Minnesota somewhere, I believe.
oh, it was goes back a long ways. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But the point is that I eat cheap. You know, I don't.
didn't-
You know, I don't buy ultra expensive foods. If for my birthday I bought those 2 shanks of lamb, but it was because the lamb was actually cheaper than an equal weight of what I would have wanted in a beef cut, which would have been a ribeye or tomahawk or whatever. You know, it's the ribeye meat because I like that. That is my favorite cut of steak is ribeye. But the lamb was cheaper, so I was like, well, crap. You know what? I'm just going to go for the straight cut of lamb because I haven't had lamb in like 30 years. And it was delicious, mind you. I ate it like a freaking savage. I roasted that up like a freaking caveman. I didn't care. But no,
I was in Giants the other day. I was in Giants the other day, and I seen steakums. They were pork, Greek.
Yeah.
Them sons of bitches are good. They're better than the regular steakums, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, still, you know, I buy cheap because I like cheap food.
Well, you got to these days.
Well, I mean, I like the flavor of the cheaper foods, is what I'm saying. It's not that I
they have a
favorites.
they have a strong
taste better.
Right? Yeah,
These taste better. I don't know what it is, you know, because I've had when I was getting food parcels from the church, you know, rich people would hand off all kinds of stuff. When I was volunteering there, some rich lady brought in some, I forget what it was. It was these tinned meats of something, but it was really expensive. Really expensive. She bought like 5 or 6 pallets of this stuff. And there was way too much for us to put out in the next food grocery giveaway. So they let me take home like 6 cans of it. It was some kind of high grade ham that was canned with, I forget, it was like capers or some shit. It was really super expensive. It's basically what a rich person would take on a yacht and then have their help prepare for them to make it taste good.
right.
Are you
had
thinking
that. I followed.
pate?
Huh?
Are you thinking pate?
No, it wasn't a pate. It was a solid meat, but there were like capers in it and shit.
Oh,
I forget what it
said
was.
All veterans get a free can
Oh, nice.
from the museum. I think.
That's cool.
If I'm reading that right.
Yeah, all vets get a free can spam museum. That sounds pretty good. But yeah, no, I had it. I followed the directions on heating it and all that sort of thing, and just didn't really have any flavor. I mean, it tasted like salt to me. And the next can, you know, I rinsed it, try and get some of that saltiness off, and I prepared it. It was just like flavorless. It tasted like some kind of ham goo. You know, it's just like Wagyu steak. Yeah, go ahead and get you a $300 freaking Wagyu steak. All that really is, it's like 90% fat. Yeah, it's 90%. It's beef butter at that point. What the hell is the point of eating beef butter? If I want steak, I want steak. I don't just want the fat. I want the fat, but I don't want just the fat.
Right.
You know, so some of the shit that rich people buy, I just cannot make sense of it. I really can't. And I don't know. Rich people eat weird. They eat just some of the strangest shit. I mean, some of it, I get it. You know, if you're super rich, having some gold leaf on your potato or, expensive fish or whatever, that's a status symbol. It's saying my wallet and other parts of my body are bigger than yours. I'm rich, whatever. But some of the shit that they eat just as a habit, I don't get it. This is one of the reasons also why I like Trump so much. The dude eats McDonald's and drinks Diet Coke. He's so much one of us that just happens to have money and a deep and intense love for his country and the means to do something about it.
That's one thing Kamala and Trump have in common. Neither of them worked at Trump or at McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know, Trump didn't work at no motherfucking McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, no. I think his dad was a
pretty
used
good
car dealer.
salesperson.
Oh, God, yes. That man
He
could
owned the
sell
chain.
ice boxes to Eskimos.
Yeah, he owned the chain.
Yeah. But, I'm just saying, with the cheapness of the food that I get, it shouldn't cost me $100 for a shop. It shouldn't cost me close to $300 a month for groceries. And, that's with me going a little splurgy. If I go conservative, it's still close to $200. It shouldn't be that much. It really shouldn't. When I was on food stamps, I managed my food stamps like a freaking hawk. Everything that, if I could get it on sale, I get it on sale. I was very careful with the money. And mind you, I was technically feeding 3, sometimes 4 people with essentially 2 people's food stamps. So we were able to stretch that shit, and we were very careful.
They're part of my disability.
Oh,
Well, I think they come right off of my disability or some shit like that.
Some states don't have that. I know in California, you get a cash stipend added onto your disability instead, but it's about half of what you would get in food stamps. I know that when we were in California, the food stamps were about, I think, well, it was like $198. So you're talking $200. And I could stretch that over 4 people with a little to spare, enough for an extra soda or something. And mind you, we bought, staples. If we were taking care of what I consider to be our son, then I got him some nice things. Got him a soda every now and again, fruit juice, fruits, things like that. Stuff that wouldn't be considered absolute staples because he's a growing child, and I wanted him to at least have some food treats to make him smile when his mother didn't love him. Just about the only thing I could do. So, but when we were covering all that shit, we were able to make it work. Nowadays, I don't think I'd be able to. Hell, I'm not even sure because I remember what the prices are like right before I left California. And what I'm paying now here in Oklahoma for groceries and shit, not quite up to where it was in California, but it is getting close, and it shouldn't be. It just shouldn't be. Yes, California is going to be more expensive because it's a crazy place to live. And they just love to fund their ridiculous cocaine-like spending habits off of our tax dollars, which, just makes everybody poorer, but whatever. But still, the prices of certain things like ground beef, for one thing, when I left California, it was about $4 a pound. It's now about $4 a pound here for the cheap shit in bulk. Steaks I'm just about priced out of the market unless I can find a whole brisket. Or a large uncut chunk that I have to then do the labor for myself, which I don't mind, because then I can customize my chops the way I want them. Which I'm not a butcher; I just know how I like them. So I mostly stick to pork, which Mrs. Cal couldn't have too much of because she did not have a gallbladder, and turkey and chicken. I don't mind taking beef out of my diet. Because I really wasn't used to having beef that often in the first place. But I do appreciate the pork being added back in. Believe me, I love pork. I love it too much. I'm a pork eating crusader.
Thomas said as a kid we used to get brisket. It was cheap. Now it's crazy expensive. Yeah, Thomas, I used to go up to Wally World and get 2 briskets for $20 and put them on the smoker for 16 hours and make a huge meal and have everybody over back in the day. Now you can't even touch them. We just had, actually, I lied. We just got a brisket. It was a 15-pound brisket. Mom found it on Flash Foods, and it was $100 regularly. We got it for $50.
Tri-tip was pretty damn cheap when I was living in California because that was a moneymaker. All the Mexicans love to make tri-tip. I came out here, Oklahoma, in 2018, and when I could find tri-tip, just wasn't often, it was actually fairly expensive. And that's just a cultural sort of, I guess, food culture sort of thing. Is that it was cheaper in California because literally everybody would buy tri-tip. You could price the tri-tip at, say you earn 3% above cost, and you will not have to worry about storing the tri-tip in your butcher freezer or whatever. You cut that thing up, you put it out on sale, guaranteed it'll probably be gone by the end of the day because some Latino is going to buy it and they are going to make like tri-tip tacos or whatever the hell. But oh God, yes, I love tacos. That's one thing. I will say California gave me an appreciation for good Mexican food. Really good Mexican food. So there was a taco truck near where Mrs. Cal's mom worked. We went to more than once. more like every payday, so about every 2 weeks. Was run by a big fat Mexican guy who had to be about 6'10" tall, by 6'10" wide, and his little mama, who was about maybe 5'0" and maybe 90 pounds soaking wet. But that woman, oh God, the one time she got mad, her son cowered from her like a whipped puppy. And I was like, oh my God,
Well,
dude,
yeah,
are
he
you
was afraid
okay?
she'd break out that flip flop.
Yeah, that's what he said. Dude, when I was little, you don't know. She used to hit me with la chancla. Well, what? The slipper, dude. La chancla. That thing hurts.
Yeah.
That's what I learned about the power of la chancla. But damn.
I used to work with some legal Mexicans who were over here with work permits, and they lived maybe 10 minutes from me where I used to live, and they were always every time if they needed a ride to work, they'd call me and we'd take them. Good morning, Cora. Or if I needed a ride to work, they would take me, and we were always sharing food. He was a couple times a year, his wife would make homemade. Um, I can see it.
Enchiladas?
The corn husks.
Oh, yes, those.
Chimichangas, isn't that what it is? No.
No. That's not chimichangas. That's oh God, the Mexicans used to sell them in the parking lot all the damn time. I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah, the things that they're wrapped in corn husks and they use a cornmeal.
Yep, they're really good.
Oh God, yes. Oh,
Especially, I'll tell you this: if you eat authentic Mexican food and you go to Taco Bell or someplace like that, you're going to sit there and go, I can't come back to this.
tamales.
Tamales, yes, that's what they are.
Tamales. Oh God, yeah. No, I have had some authentic Mexican food from both legal and illegal sources, if you know what I mean. Oh my God, I have such an appreciation of it now. There is a Latino food restaurant in this town, but it's actually run by Hondurans. They're very, very nice, mind you. Mind you, I know the place is dirty as fuck. I'm pretty sure they're shuffling illegals or money or something through there, but whatever. When I made my order off of the menu for the first time, and my waiter heard it, I was pronouncing everything as though I spoke Spanish. And I greeted him in Spanish. I said, thank you, gracias, in Spanish, with the proper accent and everything. And he's like, habla español? I'm saying, muy petito, very little. And he's like, well, you pronounce this so well. Why? I was like, we lived in California for 15 years. 15 years of immersion into that kind of food made me really appreciate it. Now, what's the hottest sauce you have here? He's like, I'll bring you what we got. And I tried it, and I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. It's warm. He's like, you call that warm? Dude,
yeah, I can't
half the gringos around here can't stand it. They say it's too hot. I'm like, dude, you got anything hotter than this? He's like, give me a minute. Goes back, talks to the chef. He comes out with a piece of cookware that's got sauce in it, and he just kind of gently pours it over my stuff. He's like, try that. I tried it. It actually had some heat to it. More. God damn, white boy. What the hell? I'm like, 15 years in California. Whenever we ate at a restaurant, we didn't eat McDonald's or shit. We went to a Mexican place run and owned by Mexicans. I got immersed in the hot sauce there. Mind you, I used to have like Carolina Arena or something, but you know.
We used to grow our own jalapenos and habaneros.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a place over here in Mount Joy that they have a crew that goes, well, they have different crews that go out to different places and catch chickens and put them in the crates to be sent to kill shelters or not kill shelters, but to the kill plants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And pretty sure most of them are not legal.
Quite
but
possible.
but they took in used to come into my store every night. So one night I thought, let me see how hot these hot peppers are, because I mean these are, you can tell they're Mexican.
Yeah.
Mexicans are supposed to like hot food. Cool. I'm like, here, try this, and then I gave them a slice of the jalapeno. They're like, oh, yum, good stuff. I'm like, you want to try something hotter? Like, yeah, come, give it to me. Now, let me remind you, these were green habaneros, fresh from the garden. They weren't even dried yet.
No.
And I sliced them down, and I made sure all the seeds were out, because the seeds are the worst thing that you can eat on them. They will tear your ass up. If you
Literally.
really want to burn your asshole with the hot sauce,
Oh God,
make sure
yes.
you put the seeds in it when you're mixing it up. Their eyes started watering. They ran back and grabbed like a pint of milk and paid for it and sucked that down quick. And I was talking to my brother about it, and he's like, "Oh, they're not that bad. They're not that bad." Goes down, picks one out of the garden, and throws the whole damn thing in his mouth and starts chomping on it. Habanero. Next thing I know, he falls on the fucking ground. He's gasping for breath. I'm laughing at him. Mom's pissed off at me because she thinks my brother's gonna die. I'm like, he's not gonna die. I said he's just an idiot. And
play with fire, you get burned.
Oh, it burned all right. Thomas said love mole sauce, but it's hard to find in Minnesota.
Ugh.
Well, let me see what I can find for you, Thomas. I might be able to get you some here. I know some people. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, then I started drying them out, letting them change colors, because when they start changing color, the capsaicin that's in it changes and gets a lot worse. Much hotter.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I will be probably growing them in my garden next year. I found all my gardening tools going through the shed. How about that? So the only thing I need to do next year is get a tiller out here and figure out where I'm putting it. I think I already know where I'm going to put it. But I've got all the stuff to take the top layer of, the grass off.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll have that all set up in the spring, and you guys will sit down during the show sometime, and we'll plan out how we're gonna plant the garden, how the design of it. Because you want to make it so that there's certain plants you don't want close to each other.
Yeah. Do a grouping of 3 sisters.
Well, I have to watch, because with me being so close to farmland, if I plant my corn too close to one of their cornfields, the bees will cross-pollinate them, and you'll end up with hard corn. Piss you off. Yeah, it's not good. So you got to be careful with that. So I need to do at least 2 batches of sweet corn.
Yep.
So they can pollinate itself. And then I've got one section that's just going to be underground. Tomato or potatoes, onions.
Oh, yeah. Got to have potatoes.
Yep, sweet potatoes. Now, here's something I'm going to tell you about.
Yeah.
We're friends with the potato farmer here.
Oh, nice. You going to get some of his heirloom seed?
No. I do better. I have permission from him to, when he's done going through a field, I can go through the field and pick up whatever he doesn't get. The only caveat is I'm not allowed to sell them.
Well, yeah, of course.
Which I wouldn't do that anyway. That's undercutting, and I wouldn't. That's wrong. You don't do that to people.
Speaking of me getting a delivery, it's going to be here in just a few minutes, so I have to go, unfortunately, because after this, I want to make myself some breakfast. I ordered pancake mix. I haven't had pancakes in a long time. So I am going to wish you all a wonderful morning, and I will see you all. Well, I actually won't be here tomorrow because tomorrow I have to go to court, so I have to get ready for that.
Okay,
I don't exactly know because I don't know if my case is going to get heard tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to get heard the next day or what. But I will be back when I can be back. So I will see you guys later.
Be safe, and I'll check in on you.
You know.
All right, Cal. Good luck, man.
I've got to reset mine. I'll be right back.
This motherfucker not working today.
Oh, BKB. I am back. Thank you, Cal, for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. Hello, Fred. Where's Fred? I didn't see Fred come in. There he is. Morning. He popped in. He must have popped in when I had to reset. So, good morning, Fred. Welcome in.
Morning, Fred.
How you doing, buddy? It's been a while since you've been up here. What the hell? I'm gonna start thinking you don't like me no more. Oh shit. But yeah, I've asked him, this potato guy. I said to him, why don't you offer the food banks and let them come out and pick? And he said they don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
He
Right.
said they want. They said, oh, if we want to pick it and donate it, we can. He said that's not how it works. You know, I'm giving you permission to go out in the field and pick them, and I mean, easily after they're done in a field, you can go out there and get 200-300 pounds of potatoes. And I mean, if they stored them right, that would last them almost all winter, you know. Thomas said, "Do we have to have Ohana bake Cal a cake with a file in it?"
Yeah.
No, Cal's not going to. It's I don't want to say too much. But he's going. His car was stolen. A couple months ago, and they have somebody in custody for that, and that's why he's going to court. So that's probably best that that's all that I say about it at this point. I don't want to jeopardize anything. So we will wish him good luck. Hopefully he gets. Oh shit! I'm in trouble now.
No, I had to wait till there was room.
Oh.
Hey Fred, how you doing, buddy?
I'm all right.
Did you make your delivery?
I'm sitting here waiting now.
Morning, Fred.
Hang on just a second, guys.
Alrighty.
Please hold.
Yeah, right.
No good.
Where's
No
music?
good music.
Hey, I got roll stock, but it's blocked off back there. They're not taking any? You got a new dock? Which one is it? Just go behind him? Okay. Okay, I've got it. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So, yeah, we are going to sit down one day, and I'm going to have a blank piece of paper, and we're just gonna draw out where we want to put our garden stuff at. I mean, it's not gonna be a huge garden, but It'll be enough to sustain us a little bit and help us out. Now, I'm not going to put any tomatoes or peppers down there. My tomatoes and peppers are still going to stay up here at the house. So I just prefer them up there. So, I mean, I think it would be fucking hilarious if we had Ohana do that. I'd pay for him to ship the cake. That'd be hilarious. So maybe we'll do that, Thomas. I'll talk to Chris and see what he says. Oh, they're actually sleeping in it. How about that? Oh,
Oh my goodness.
see the baby? That's tiny in the top part of the bassinet. And Fluffer's just sleeping in the bottom. Now, the crazy part is they'll only do it while I'm out here. Once I leave, then they leave too. I don't know what their problem is. So what do y'all want to talk about?
I'm gonna talk about this coffee needs to hurry up and get done so I can.
Oh shit.
You guys better get your shit together here and make this party a little lively. What the fuck's going on with you
Now,
guys?
if you want, there's a big turnaround.
I gotta
Just
turn it
turn
down. Hold on.
out and then
These
stop
shitheads
right there.
get tired.
And then when he's done,
Back right on there.
Morning, Cora.
Morning, Mike. How are you, hon?
Oh, I'm all right.
Morning, boss lady.
Half left.
Morning, Chris.
You're-
Morning,
you're
Fred.
You're still
Morning.
half left there, Mr.
I'm half
Mike?
left. I'm half left, but I keep that side out of politics.
There you go.
I was gonna say if you're all right, something happened and the other part got cut off, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get that joke until you after you explain it. You're like, oh, what's that stupid? Well, no, you're the one that's going to figure it out. So I guess it kind of makes you stupid then, according to you, huh? And they get all pissed off at you.
Take a walk, Junior.
What's the weather like over there, Christopher?
Not
Breezy,
bad.
but nice.
Well, it's getting breezy over here now. It was real nice when I came out here this morning for it.
About 9 o'clock when it's supposed to start really bad. We're supposed to get 20 miles an hour winds.
Yeah.
Thomas said, oh shit, let the fuckery begin.
I love you too, Thomas. Yeah, it's kind of drizzly here today. It's supposed to be drizzly all day.
We had
High of
storms come through last
52.
night.
Drizzly. Drizzly.
Yeah, I was checking out the weather this morning and I saw that you had decent rainstorms go through last night.
Did
Out
we?
your way.
Did I?
Came off the lake.
Hell, I don't know. Once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. There's not much I hear.
I gotta fix that because that's gonna bug me here.
Yeah, all that shit pushed all the way down here.
Can you see
I woke
that
up
damn
and
thing flopping?
it was bright and shiny in front of me. I got my driver's seat and looked to the north, and oh my God, now it's descended on top of me.
That's gonna bug the cats. It's gonna bug me too because
I hear that frying pan.
Little hard on the ears, is it?
No,
He's
that
just
means
waiting. He's waiting to hear the sizzle of the bacon. That's what he thought.
Oh, he
that
loved the
means
frying pans. That's my bad. 'Cause I thought he said I hate that frying pan.
sound.
Here's
Now we got. I'm waiting for the sizzle and the crunching.
Well, the bacon's done. The crunching's about to commence.
Yeah, baby.
yummy, yummy. All right, let me see how I can do this.
You guys know me all too well. Gotta
we need
have
to
my
work
meat
on. We need to work on getting smell-o-vision on here.
right.
Y'all can smell my wood chop, and we can smell your bacon.
There you go.
What?
Yeah,
Smell your wood? No thanks. I'm good.
Not that wood, Fred.
yeah,
Come
you don't
on
want
now.
when he's burning his wood, Fred.
Yeah, I don't even
I'm
smells wood when it's burning.
burning some right now, baby. I was in
I
here
did.
burning the other. I was in here burning the other day. I had my door shut, and I was like burning for probably a half hour, an hour. And the next thing I know, I looked up and wood burning in this fucking place. You couldn't even hardly see in it.
But are you working up a sweat?
Hell no.
Well, then you're not burning wood.
Different
Damn.
wood, different wood.
Does it smell like rubber burning? You
Different,
Yep,
ain't doing it
oh
right.
folks, right?
You ain't doing it right.
yeah. That's what she said.
Oh my! I got stuff.
Shut up, Cora.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
Or if I catch that possum, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay, I don't send it. Bring it.
Yeah, he's pretty friendly actually. I mean, he didn't hiss at mom at all when she picked him up.
No shit.
He just kind of he opened his mouth a little bit, like what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. He was trying to
They,
say
they
what
ever do get a hold of you, you'll wish they hadn't have picked it up.
Oh, they got some
If
wild ass people.
The only thing is, um, I don't know how your cat might not get along with it too well.
they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Oh,
I mean,
all my
Just
it's a good
if Fred
cat.
gets your way, just send it with him and he can drop
No,
it off
fuck
as
you.
he's
No,
passing
fuck
through.
you. Y'all smoking some shit.
Where's your sense of adventure, Fred?
It ain't with a
I'll put
fucking
it in a
possum, I can tell you that.
I'll put it in a cat carrier.
Now, I don't give a damn what you put it in. You can put it back in the trailer, ain't coming with me.
Damn.
my outside cats don't give a shit about the possums. They sit there and watch him eat their food. But
Right,
Eddie don't put up with that shit.
don't give a shit about the possums or the coons.
Oh no, Eddie will walk up and start smacking them sons of bitches.
Really?
Oh
That's nice.
yeah. Eddie is definitely the alpha animal around here.
I don't think
After,
DoorDash cares.
after me.
Yeah, around here, all the animals know that I'm the HIAC and
Which is
head asshole in charge. But I mean, even Leo, when I walk over and he's doing something he's not supposed to, and I just sit there and go, "That's enough, Leo," and he'll fucking lay down. Now the good thing is that he's actually getting better being around me. Like he'll come within a foot of me now, and not worry about anything. So that wind is picking up bad.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
Fred's climbing. He's
Quit looking
getting
at
ready
my
for
ass.
boats,
Where's Boats at?
right? He's been over that top
Where's
bunk.
Jay? Where's Jay at?
Yeah, Jay wanted a piece of that, I think.
He said he was going to stop
Y'all
in
all
this
smoking some shit.
to.
Y'all need
I
to quit
wish.
smoking this shit, man. I'm telling you.
What's my excuse? I don't smoke nothing.
Right?
All right. You smoke it, shoot it, drop it, rub it in your belly, do what you got to do with it, but quit looking at my ass. It's getting hot.
Fluffy, stop looking at Fred's ass.
I gotta get some breakfast going.
What you having for breakfast?
Breakfast burrito.
Nifty.
Wally World on a
Egg
stick.
and Wally World on a stick. I'd call that chaos, but yeah.
Well, there it is.
You guys are thinking about breakfast, and I need to lay something out for lunch and dinner. What are we having?
I'm having buffalo chicken wings.
Are you?
Boneless.
I don't know.
Too old to throw a bone.
I think Mom pulled some sausages out for supper tonight.
Fred.
Maybe some shrimp. Maybe I'll have some shrimp.
You know, I almost bought me some shrimp the other day. I had an idea I ain't had in a while and talked myself right out of it.
What did you do
I
that
got
for?
plenty, so.
Maybe I'll make me some shrimp Alfredo.
Oh, Alfredo.
We had a shrimp scampi the other night.
Let me see. Do I have my heavy cream and Parmesan cheese? Hold on. Heavy cream, yes. Parmesan, yes. All right.
Did you go on the wrong
Swallow,
pipe?
Fred. Swallow.
Spit.
Fluffy.
Talking about heavy cream, I got all excited. Started looking for boats. Hey, you gonna accuse me of it, I might as well own up to it.
Right?
So Fluffy apparently burned his eyelashes on something.
Probably the
I bet it
fire
was
pit.
hot.
No, on the fire pit because I haven't
Why
had the
is
fire
my...
pit yet. Let me see if I can get you to see this.
They'll grow back.
We got Bubby.
Trying to give your pussy a Brazilian?
I got to get a little
Bam.
clothesline to hang down on the bottom of my door.
What's that?
I got to get a little clothes sign to hang at the bottom of my door for these cats this winter. And when I'm in here working, I'll have my little clothes sign be like, how do you write in cat though? How do you say closed in cat?
Have
Something
Eddie
like
put a bump print.
that.
Have
Put a
Eddie
picture of a
put.
Rottweiler on it.
There you go. There you go. That would
I
be
don't know though.
fun.
I've seen some Rottweilers tear up. I mean, the cat will tear up.
And it could be vicious, man.
I've seen some cats tear up dogs though too.
Yeah, yeah.
Just all depends on the situation. Like I was telling Jay the other day, my uncle's got well, she would have been my cousin, I guess, but through marriage. And she had a Rottweiler named Tank, and he was huge. And he decided he wanted out on the deck with everybody else, so he took and pulled the sliding glass or the sliding screen door right off the track and carried it out on the deck with him. They were so thrilled when he did that.
I bet.
Did anybody see the pictures I posted of Fluffy yesterday? It
No.
was like how to tell. You can tell he's a country cat.
Was
But I
bib
would.
overalls and straw hanging out of his mouth?
No, he was climbed up and fell asleep on the bagger of the on the lawnmower, using it like a fucking hammock. I wish.
I'll be right back, guys.
Bye.
All right. So, how's Chubbs doing?
Shit, that fucker ate breakfast and he went back to bed. Lazy ass dog.
He's like, fuck this, I'm out. This was.
Don't y'all look at my messy garage.
You look at mine.
Hell, I gotta get ready for winter so I can get my car in. Got all kinds of shit sitting in here. Weed whackers, zero turns, air compressors, just shit. Chainsaws, just shit.
Thomas, for the fuckery to have began, you guys got awfully quiet, you know it?
Right?
You guys are the ones that are supposed to stir up the fuckery, remember? That's how this works. You guys tell us topics and we talk about it.
It's called fuckery management.
Right?
I just moderate this shit. That's all I'm supposed to be doing.
All I know is the coffee and the bacon's going down real smooth this morning. It's chilly out here and damp.
Uh-huh.
Damn. You'll feel that in your bones later. If you don't feel it now.
I don't feel it now.
Feel it.
I feel it.
I woke up and the house was like 62 degrees, so I threw a couple logs in the fireplace. Hey, baby. Hey, DoorDash. Took the chill off, hopped in the shower, fried some bacon. So it's warming up in there. I refuse to turn that furnace on yet till November.
Unless there's snow on the ground, right? Once snow hits, then it's okay to turn the furnace on.
I still got the fireplace though. Shit, I'll just turn on the oven and make some biscuits. Throw in some bread. You know, I'll start baking. It'll.
Yeah. I can see that. I gotta actually take them, pull out our propane heaters and clean them good and get them ready for this year.
I got one of those tall propane heaters down in the back garage. I do.
They work pretty good.
I don't use it. It's down there.
Is it one of the portable ones?
Yeah, it's tall, portable. I could bring it out on the deck for the winter, but
I was gonna say you should bring it up in your garage for the winter. That way, when you have to go out there and smoke or go out there and be on camera, you can just fire that up and warm up your garage.
nah, I'm all right. The cold really does not bother me. I can dress for the cold. If I got to throw on, whatever, and a coat, I'm good. As long as the wind's not whipping around, I'm good.
Yeah. I used to not mind it, but now that I've got all this metal in me, after a while, it starts to get in there, and
Oh, yeah.
once that metal gets cold, it just radiates. So it's throbbing, and you're like, fuck this.
It's like putting ice cubes in it, you know?
Yep.
My daughter has a rod in her leg, and she lives in Florida. And when it gets, I call it chilly down there, 40s, 50s, she says it bothers her.
Yeah.
A lot of times, barometric pressure can affect it too.
Mm-hmm.
I can sit there and tell you when a storm's brewing because you just feel it. Anybody who tells you you can't feel that shit's a fucking liar. They haven't either they haven't had anything like that happen to them, so they don't know for sure themselves, or they're lying to you.
Hell, my head will do that with my sinuses.
Used to laugh at them down at Florida, man. It'd get down to 60 and they'd be freezing. I was from York, bro. I'd be like, man, you motherfuckers. I'd be walking around
Right?
in shorts, no shirt, These motherfuckers be walking around like Eskimos and shit. But now I'm like that.
I lived in Florida for 10 years and it'd get down. Where I lived, it would frost sometimes. It'd get that cold in what they call the winter down there. But shit, it'd be 65, by 11 o'clock. So it's like throw on the shorts and a long sleeve t-shirt and just get going.
Yeah. I lived down there for about 3 or 4, I guess it was, years. Till I got hit by a car.
Well, that's never fun.
No. It was a Saturn. It buckled right around me, man. I went through her windshield.
Oh, fuck.
If it would have been a Ford, a Dodge, or a Chevy, my shit would have been pushing daisies up that day.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucked, man. I didn't have a license. The company I worked for was getting ready to give me a fucking truck, make me a supervisor. And then I got hit by a damn car.
That
Lived
blows.
I lived in Melbourne, right by the causeway. I could walk to the ocean in 15 minutes. It was nice.
Was it some
Real nice.
girl playing on her phone that hit you, or what?
No, I crossed the 6-lane highway every day to get to work. And I did it for a year and a half, no problem. But the one night, my supervisor, who was actually younger than me, him and his old lady were fighting, so we were going to go out and get drunk all weekend. And I was just in a bit too much of a hurry. I thought I had a little bit too much Frogger in my brain. I thought I could just bleep, 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 bleep. It did not work. It did not work.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like playing Frogger with cars. It's not fun.
No, not anymore. I mean, I was never a big fan of it, but shit had, you had to do what you had to do.
Well, and then, you're not safe on the fucking walk spaces either down there, because they fucking collapse while you're walking across them. Remember that down there at Florida Atlantic International? What was it? FIU? Florida International, something. One of the universities down there was building a walkway to go over the highway.
Oh,
And
the collapse.
yeah, the whole fucking thing collapsed on top of cars. I think it killed like 5 people or something.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember the death toll or any of that shit. But yeah, I remember that. It wasn't even up that long, man. It just fucking.
Well, they weren't even done building it yet.
Oh,
It was still
okay.
in construction.
I thought it was already open.
No,
Yeah.
it was supposed to open like that week.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If it had been open, it would have the death toll would have been way more.
Yeah.
So I guess it was kind of a blessing it wasn't open yet. But, you still feel bad for the families who lost loved ones.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, my one friend lives down there in Florida right now, and I just hit her up the other day. She's a little bit north of Melbourne and towards the center of Florida. And yeah, her house got pretty fucked up. Felt bad for her.
Yeah.
Well, I feel bad for them all, but crazy shit. Yeah, they just ripped the roof right off of her kitchen.
Damn.
Yeah, her kitchen was all fucked up.
Now she's got much more natural light.
Yeah, that actually does. Well, they had a tarp. I talked to her yesterday. She said they got a tarp over it all and shit because, I mean, inside the kitchen wasn't too awful terrible. I mean, everything was piled on the floor, but like the cabinets all looked good and shit. Looked like it might just be a matter of putting some trusses up and putting a new roof on.
Well, tell her now she can put the roof that she wants in. If she wants to put a skylight in it, she can. If not,
There you go.
she can go out and buy one of them big industrial ranges to put in there. So when she's cooking and it's smoking like hell, you won't smell it in the rest of the house.
Big old pizza oven.
That'd be nice. Fucking brick fire wood-fired pizza oven in your house would be great.
Oh
I've been using
yeah,
that damn thing all the time. Holy shit, the wind's picking up bad now.
yeah.
Is it blowing in?
Shit keeps
Well,
slamming into the side of my box truck here, man.
the tarp's blowing out, and I'm looking and watching, and the leaves are flying everywhere. I'll have to get the blower out later.
Yeah, leaves are starting to fall here, so they need to hurry up and change colors. Going down to southern Ohio, probably not this weekend coming, but next weekend. I got some family down there, so I need a road trip.
Very cool.
I went down a country road yesterday on my bike, and it that road seemed like it was about a month ahead of every other road with the leaves, man. They were everywhere.
Really?
Oh yeah. And plus it was just tar and chipped. So that
I
road
hate
was
when they do that shit.
on a bike it's like riding on ice, man. You could see when they first did it, the first day I went down the road, I didn't know they did it. And I got on White Oak Road and I'm headed down, and it's a real twisty road. And I mean, you could see the piles of stone laying on the road in places, And when you're on a bike, you can't move quick, man.
You can tell people who don't ride motorcycles or who haven't been around people that do ride motorcycles. They'll cut their grass and spray the clippings in the road and
You get
mulch
right
their
up there.
leaves out and
Well,
put
here's a
them in the
PSA
road.
for anybody in Pennsylvania that does that stupid shit. If you are the cause of an accident because you put leaves or brush
Grass,
Grass
yeah.
in the
or
road.
grass in the road, your insurance is liable to pay for all the damage and hospital bills for that person.
Damn right, should be.
That's the
I
law here
think
in Pennsylvania.
I went down the road one day, and this guy had grass blown completely over my lane. I mean, the whole one side of the road was covered with grass, and I had just passed two local cops that were sitting in a driveway up the road, sitting there talking to each other. And I told this guy it was blowing the grass in the road, about it. And he was just like basically told me to fuck off. And I went back up and I was talking to these cops, and them motherfuckers wouldn't do a damn thing.
Really?
Nope,
Nope,
wouldn't do a damn thing.
not until you're hurt.
Yep. So I got to go down there and wreck my goddamn bike and get fucked up before y'all do anything. Ain't that
Yep.
fucked up? You guys just sit here and have a nice conversation doing nothing on my tax dollar. Ass clown. Just makes me want to do like when I used to live in York City and I'd see people throwing trash down. I always wanted to just go get a pickup truck, load that son of a bitch full of trash, find out where they live, pull up and dump it on their porch. And in York
Right.
City, they wouldn't. In York City, they wouldn't care anyway. Bunch of pigs out there. But yeah, want to do the same shit with clippings, or just start doing donuts in their yard and bleach ass clown across their yard for them.
I got I got to pull up my favorite Halloween cartoon for you, Mike. You ever watch Happiness and Cyanide?
Can't say that it did. I got to go to Ollie's today.
I've never been. Is
Ollie's pretty cool. And
that
Sybils,
like
because I hear
is that,
Sybils carries this drink. It's called Hoyt. It's kind of like Gatorade. It's made in America. Shit is really good, especially like the peach mango. Man, that shit is good. And it's like extra hydrating. And now I heard that they actually carry it in one store around here. I used to order it online, which gets expensive, of course. But yeah, that shit's good, man.
is Ollie's like a Big Lots?
Yes.
kind of.
Yeah, you can't ever go there expecting to find anything because it changes so much. You know, they get like different deals, so like they never have the same thing forever. They'll get something and they'll have it till it runs out. Like I found a shampoo in there one time. I think it might have been Axe. It was wild bamboo. It smelled pretty damn good, but they don't carry it all the time. You know, it's one of them deals. They got boxes of coffee in there, relatively cheap. It's relatively cheap coffee too. I can't see it.
I can't think of anything I absolutely need, so
It
I
says
just
here,
won't
hey,
know.
check out my butt. And he goes, okay. And then he bends over. It says Happy Halloween, but the O's missing.
Yeah.
And so he says, you misspelled Halloween. And then it shows him spread his butt cheeks apart. And then the O pops in there. So now
That's fucking funny.
Where you come up with shit, Chris, I'll never know.
happiness inside. They're hilarious. Well, I've worked with some really fucked up people over the years.
I'm sure they're saying that about you too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know they are. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. I
I came
am.
up with one. I came up with one a couple years back. I called it Harley-ween.
Oh,
And I
yeah?
had some cool Harley pictures I would put on my Facebook cover. But yeah, I never heard nobody say Happy Harley-ween before I came up with it.
I'm surprised you haven't carved a gnome on a Harley.
I've carved a couple Harleys. I got this one that I started a long time ago. This son of a bitch here, I ain't gonna part with this for cheap at all. Right
Put a lot
there.
of time into those.
Looks like a panhead motor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started that a long time. Hell, that's an old one, man. Still ain't done, but yeah, I ain't gonna part with that cheap because that was a hardwood, man. It laughed at my burrs. I had to use a drill just to drill a bunch of holes and then hammer and chisel and I think it's white
Yeah,
oak
old
or
school.
something. That shit is hard, man. Hardwood. But it'll make a nice piece in somebody's yard.
Okay. You're okay.
Dave and I rode his panhead out to Sturgis for our honeymoon.
Oh, cool.
That was the most comfortable bike I think I'd ever been on. Beat
Yeah.
any dresser, beat any bike.
Yeah. I'd like to get my buddy's panhead when he passes away. He has like a 1948 panhead. That some bitch is all original, grungy looking. Oh my God, beautiful fucking Harley. Suicide shifter. Suicide shifter. I rode it once, man. I was like, well, you better get me off of this. You ain't never going to get me off.
Right?
You can have my crotch rocket. I'll take that.
There's cats up in the ceiling, up in the loft.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got these guys all wound up.
Oh
Welcome
God,
back,
look
Chris.
what the cat's drug in.
And hocked up.
Speaking of cats,
Look what cat drug in and hocked up.
yep, speaking of cats, every day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Cinder. That's why I was almost late this morning. Cinder decided he was going to jack all over the kitchen floor. I had to go clean that up before I came out.
Do a little hock too.
In or out. Come
And
on.
he
A
did
hack
lots
tui.
of hawk too.
In or out. Come on. Door
In
closing.
and out. Come on. In and out. Oh, my bad.
You can see.
Fred,
Look at the lift on Mike's
If you
must
gotta
be
give,
underset.
if you gotta give directions, something's wrong somewhere.
Fred must be underset.
That's
Well,
Fred's problem.
dude, I can't fucking stay in one place long enough to do something. But I'm working on it.
You want to see something cool?
Don't show me an ice cube.
Is it show and tell?
Pull your pants up. Oh,
Valvoline.
Valvoline motor oil can.
Frankie.
Probably, and it is the old. This is actually transmission fluid.
You got a
Remember
transmission
we
mechanic hanging around down there? Or you can think about converting?
we've always done work out here in the garage over the years when we can get
Tranny
stuff in.
work?
Hey now, that's the wrong kind of fluid for that. They want that. Never mind.
Frankie Lutz would love that.
You get that in a dairy case, that heavy whipping cream.
Mm.
I remember, was it the Far Side that did one cartoon, or was it that fucking other weird one? But it showed a cow lashed to like a rack, had its legs all pulled out and tied up, and somebody was sitting there whipping its udders, making whipped cream.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
Fred.
Or the one where Santa's in his sleigh with the reindeers, and it shows him cracking the whip, and Rudolph's going, "Do it again, you fat bastard! I love it."
Everybody used to always send me that one. It's a cow with socks on. It says Kawasaki. Everybody knows me for my KG, man.
who was it that used to talk about how the motorcycles were named after the sound that they made when you were riding them?
Oh, everybody's doing that shit.
Uh,
Kind of like the old joke of how do you name a Chinese guy? Just throw silverware on the sidewalk. We had some bad jokes back in the day, you know.
yeah, people get offended by that shit now.
Fuck them.
Exactly.
If you're offended by shit like that, you shouldn't be here, because that's mild compared to some of the shit that comes out of my mouth.
Yeah.
No, no, I'm not trying to chase people away, but if you're easily offended, I am not the person for you.
That's how it is at Freedom Biker Church, too, man.
Everybody got quiet though. Nobody's fucking talking.
God
Just us.
damn.
It's fine, I guess, but
Are they still with
Cow
us?
come back?
No.
Oh, my bad.
says there's 7 people watching.
I have 5.
And I just went down to 4 on YouTube.
All I see is 4 participants.
Yeah, it's us. It says there's 5 on YouTube, 1 on Rumble, and 1 on Locals, and as always 0 on X because yeah.
I don't even know why you post to X.
Whose
Yeah.
phone's ringing?
Not mine.
Yours.
Hearing things.
No, I hear a phone ringing.
Maybe it's is there another truck close to you?
Did your
No.
girlfriend leave her phone in the truck? Hanging out with Russell?
Wow.
Hey, let me hit y'all back. It might have been mine.
Okay, bud. Be safe. Oh
Oh,
my.
hell. That's what I said. Let's turn a little light on the subject.
I got plenty of light.
Got plenty of what?
Light. See? Oh, shit, I blinded myself.
Damn.
One of those lumen. Oh, Thomas says, I'm here just listening. Okay, bud. I'd like to give you guys shit for every once in a while, you know.
Right.
Okay, that's an interesting place to perch your ass there, Tiny.
It's a cat.
Perch
It'll
your
park
ground.
its ass anywhere it wants to. Chubbs, you're
That's
not
how
getting
they
none of
roll.
this.
That's how they roll.
Yep. Even if it's on your forehead. Is that a snake?
Eddie's a window washer.
No.
Probably not even a cup. No.
Hi, Eddie. Good morning, buddy.
Eddie's like, Dad, let me in. What the hell? Come on, open up that door. It's cold out here.
He just went out. He just had a bunch of treats and he just went out. He wants to come back in and have more.
Well, yeah.
That some bitch needs a good damn job.
Yeah, Chubbs needs a job too, let me tell you.
We'll get
Frickin'
him
money
out.
pit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll do a screenplay for Chubbs as a pirate dog and
Yeah.
misadventures. I'm telling you the shit that goes through my brain.
Oh, I'm sure.
Come on.
Now I'm gonna work on that.
In or out.
That should be about a cup
That's
and a
what she
half, I
said.
would think.
She said in or out. Don't halfway it.
I'll in for a while.
Yeah. I gotta get more coffee.
Yeah, I'm almost out myself.
I'm running a little low. I got enough in here for about 4 more pots of coffee, I think. Maybe 5 if I stretch it out a little.
Depends on how you like your coffee.
I like mine really strong.
It's about a cup and a half.
I don't get low on coffee, man. If I go to bed and I'm low on coffee, I'll have nightmares and shit. I'll wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'll be like, I gotta go to the store. I gotta go to the store.
You have a store over there that's open 24 hours?
Well, I'm sure I could find something, man.
Right?
All ours closed now.
Well, there used to be stores that was open 24 hours up until COVID, of course.
Yeah.
And since
Like
then, it's
our local giant was open 24 hours.
I think Walmart down in Shrewsbury, I think they're 24 hour or Glen Rock. One or two.
Wow.
I know East York ain't no more. Used to be. But I ain't been to a Wally World in forever.
I wish
I
I
don't
could
go to
say
Wally World. They deliver.
Wally World is hell.
Wally World is a fate worse than death, kind of like Chuck E. Cheese was back in the day for me.
Hey Casey, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? How's life out your way?
From Santa Barbara.
Remember that.
Wearing a Trump hat in Wally World's always cool because 90% of them give you a dirty look. And you just smile.
Smile and give him a bean wave.
Yeah. Yeah. A big old fucking smile. All right, you go out. You're out for good. All right. All right. Go. Yeah. Oh,
What are you looking at?
oh, fuck it. Yeah.
Okay, guys, as far as pasta goes, do I want fettuccine, angel hair, or spaghetti?
I prefer angel hair. I like that thinner, and flavor gets through it better, in my
Right?
opinion. Casey says Walmart is nothing but China crap now. Pretty much, yeah.
That it is.
Well, did you know that all the Swift premium pork and stuff is now owned by China? It's all the pork is shipped over to China, processed and shipped back here.
So is fuck.
Well, I don't want a flux from China.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well,
I already get fucked enough by the shit that I try and buy from them.
not even a bulk package is where you save a lot.
It's bad when we're talking and we're saying we don't want we don't even want flux in bulk packaging.
Yeah.
Hey Ruth, welcome in. How you doing?
Smithfield is also owned by China now.
Yep,
Mm.
Smithfield, yeah. And you know who sells the most of that? Dollar General.
Huh.
And Dollar General's under fire by some of the attorney generals of a couple states because of bad marketing on them. Because they're putting price on the shelf as it's supposed to, for the sale price.
Right?
And then when you go up to the register, it's ringing up at a different price. Oh, we just didn't get over there to change the price yet.
I
Well,
don't
no,
care.
that's
Give it to
bullshit.
me for the price that's posted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've got caught doing that too many times.
Oh yeah. Dollar General got a bad rap for that.
I haven't shopped at Dollar General in years.
I'll stop in sometimes on the way down to the river if I need something to drink when I'm going down there and hang out for a little bit. That's about it. They're one of the few damn places that cards for cigarettes around here.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, they're freaking idiots.
I look like fucking Gandalf. Do you think I need fucking carded?
Yeah, I mean, I don't look like I'm over the hill that bad, but I mean, I don't look like a fucking 17-year-old.
God, I
Oh,
can't.
well,
I
happy
don't know when the
Thanksgiving.
last time I got carded.
Ruth is home for the day for their Thanksgiving up in Canada.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving, Ruth.
Rex and Casey are on a surfing safari right now. All right. We expect to see some video, Casey.
Yeah,
Hang 10, bud.
and 10, boy.
I'll tell you what, I used to body surf down at the beach when we would go when I was younger. And I can attest that the beaches are all different depending on where you go.
Mhm.
The New Jersey beach and Delaware beaches in Maryland are all that nice sand. You know what I mean? So when you body surf there, it really, I mean, you get scratched up a little bit, but nothing that really bothers you. Because when you body surf, there's nothing under you. You just
No,
flatten yourself out, and you ride the wave in on your body. Well, we went down to Myrtle Beach right before Hugo hit,
that's what I figured you were going to say.
and we had 14 to 16 foot swells.
Mhm.
And so I'm out there and I'm like, this is going to be great. I'm going to ride one of these in. It's going to smash the shit out of me, but it'll be fun. I
Going out?
regretted that because what I didn't realize is South Carolina beach there's a reason it's called like Pebble Beach.
Right?
It's all rock and fucking shell, and I only did it once.
Hmm.
That was enough to
Fast
learn.
learner, are you?
I am, especially when
I
I have a
did
big gash across up my chest from where a shell sliced me out. I'm like, yep, I'm done. Fuck this. I'll go swim, but I ain't doing that no more. So, but a good time was had after that. We had one of the biggest thunderstorms I've ever been a part of down there. Um, Watching lightning strike the ocean and the thunder. I mean, it shook the hell out of you. Rex is a hell of a surfer. First surfing dog you ever had. Awesome. Yeah, I've seen some dogs that are really good on boards, especially when they're on there with their human, and yeah, they get along really good on there. So it's good that you and Rex enjoy doing that together. So you want to surf anything over 8 feet? Yeah. You watch this shit where like these guys are dropping in on like 40 and 50-foot waves, and you're like, that's gonna fucking hurt
Yeah.
my.
No.
You hear about these guys down like what what is it, Sao Paulo, Brazil, that they have one of them big surfing contests, and the where the where they're coming in, the reason they get the big waves is because of the coral reef underneath the water forces the water up into those big waves. And what most people don't, think about when they're watching this is when that crashes, guess where that water and waves are going right down onto? That coral reef or the rocks or whatever's right there. And a lot of surfers die because of that. Um, Either because A, they don't realize what's down under there before they surf it, or B, they just don't care and they surf it anyway, and it's more than over their skill level, and they end up wiping out and getting killed. But hey, as long as they're having fun, that's all that matters, right?
Yep.
But Pebble Beach and Coral Beach is a clue as to what is down there waiting. Yeah, definitely. I was a lot dumber back then, Casey, so I didn't put one and one together. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely now I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, I think I'll skip that one.
Right?
So, well, it is 9 o'clock.
Already?
Welcome back, Fred.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a busy morning.
Hey, don't be sorry. You're doing your business. That's what you got to do. You got to pay your bills, pal. I got to find me a sugar daddy or something.
Oh, shit.
Call boats.
There you go.
Boats' wife spends all his money.
Become a gigolo.
There you got.
Bruce said, as for the Walmart product thing, it's the same products that Amazon sells. Yeah, I'm not.
Of course.
It's the same thing that Temu and what's that other one? Alibaba. It's all the same shit. They just try and market it differently. So we really
Yes,
need
sir.
to get manufacturing back in North America, in the States, in Canada. Yes, you're going to pay a little bit more, but you know what? People are going to have better paying jobs to afford to pay back more. Casey said I surfed a 12-footer and wiped out.
Well,
I got rolled underwater and thought I was going to die. Yeah, it's rough,
I'm
especially
gonna
if you
tell
get
you.
tangled up in your board.
I'm gonna tell you what. These damn longshoremen. Let them get that daggum big old fat raise. Whenever we quit bringing shit in from other states, they won't have. Of other countries, they won't have a job.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So good luck to you.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite posts. American products don't come in on a ship or some shit like that.
Right?
Yep.
Don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
And that guy was up there on that platform spewing all that shit. It's exactly the comment I made in on his damn live.
Huh.
We bring our jobs back to the United States. I guess you'll be looking for work, won't you?
Yeah.
And got kicked off the stream just like that.
Really?
Yep,
Oh, shit.
sure did.
Yeah, my
Damn, I
people
think I
don't
might
like the
put
They don't
pants
truth.
on
like
today.
truth. They don't like truth.
Casey says I don't do Amazon after they screwed over Dan Bongino.
Huh.
I don't use Walmart or Amazon unless I absolutely can't find what I need somewhere else. That's the only time that I'll go. Anybody have any need projector bulbs? I bought extra bulbs for my projector and I've got them brand new bulbs and I can't use them. So if anybody knows anybody that needs projector bulbs, let
I
me know.
don't
I'll get
know
you the
anybody that
numbers off
has
'em.
projectors nowadays.
I loved my projector.
Now, you get those little mini ones now.
Bruce says oddly it takes Walmart longer than Amazon to ship the product though.
Huh.
Yeah, Walmart can be kind of fickle sometimes.
Yeah, well, try to order damn groceries from them and see how long it takes them to get them to you. And hope you get all your shit or even your shit. So
They won't
I've gotten
deliver.
other people's stuff.
They won't deliver out to me.
I have literally bought stuff and got some, and then I'm sitting in the house putting my stuff away, and the next guy rolls up with somebody else's order.
Huh.
I don't have that much problem with Walmart here. Had a few things, but nothing.
I've
They've
stipulated on
always
their
made it
damn
right.
delivery door to bring him to the door and knock. I want to see who it is, because half ours can't speak English to begin with.
Huh.
Now the funny thing is, I have a or not Walmart, but Amazon distribution center right by my house here. So I'll point that out when we go out one day. Um, but it's literally 5 minutes from here, not even. The only reason it's 5 minutes is because they still don't have that fucking bridge fixed. Must be nice to be a state worker.
They're
Well,
working on
yeah.
some kid's college fund. He's just now starting kindergarten.
Yep.
They love to fucking dick around and dick around and dick around. Fuck those people that need that bridge open to make it shorter for their commute to, go back and forth to work. You know. When I worked up at Waste Recovery, we had just bought wreck oil over in York County. And one of the drivers was bringing a full tanker down from Allentown, hit the exchange to get on 78, doing like 75 miles an hour around the corner, rolled it, and the tanker split.
Hmm.
My bosses literally came in and said, "I don't know if you have a job tomorrow. If our insurance doesn't pay for all of this," he says, "we have to close down." They had to completely rip up and repave 5 or 6 miles of 78. But that wasn't the worst of it. The worst was the oil actually spilled down and got into Kraft Food. There's a Kraft Food plant there. It got into their water supply.
I know
So
what you're talking about.
we had to go in and empty the water out, dredge the bottom to get all the oil soaked soil out, put protective barrier down, and have fresh water brought in and pumped in.
Hmm.
So all was said and done, I think they said it cost them $75 to $80 million. So all was said and done.
That cost us.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
if their insurance pays for it. But yeah, he said if the insurance doesn't cover all of it, he said we have to sell off assets to cover what the insurance doesn't cover. Casey says after California made minimum wage $20 an hour, all the humans were laid off for robots. I went to Taco Bell yesterday and there were 2 employees working. Everything else was automatic. Yeah, that's happening. You're seeing that a lot. Or you're just seeing where they're cutting jobs and giving people less hours. It's whoever's coming up with these economic plans are fucking morons.
One of my best friends is a mail deliverer, and they just cut like 40 boxes off of his route. Plus, they moved his post office from Seven Valleys into East York. So now he's got to drive about 30 miles to get to the post office, and then got to go back and do shit. Plus, they got to deliver Amazon packages. A lot of times he has to make multiple trips back to the post office to reload. But he's pissed
I've
about
seen more
losing
and
that
more rural
100
route
boxes.
carriers carrying trailers now with them.
Oh shit!
Or using like minivans and stuff to do it,
Yeah,
so they can fit
they're
more
having
stuff.
they're buying bigger vehicles
Yeah,
or putting
my
trailers
friend
behind
finally,
them.
my friend finally got one of them mail vans here about a year and a half ago. But for quite a few years, he drove his own personal vehicle on that shit,
Yeah.
like Chevy Blazer, driving it, reaching over to the steering wheel and shit.
We have now my favorite is I love to watch is the Amazon delivery people out here drive the fuck around these back roads with the side door open and product sitting right there. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
oh,
yep,
yeah,
seen
that
that
makes a lot
too.
of sense.
Seen that
Just
too.
just follow them around, pick up what falls out.
Yeah. Hopefully it's wrapped really well.
Right?
Hey, it's free. I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, beats going up on somebody's porch and taking it and getting shot.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. It's that time. I got to call, check on Mama.
Dropping hook.
Yep, over the yard.
There's no
Alrighty.
empties over
Thank you all.
there. Okay.
See you
All right,
guys
man,
later.
I'm out of here
I'll
too.
see you this
I'm out.
afternoon. Y'all be safe.
Y'all have a
Love
great
you.
day.
All right.
We're out.
Bye.
Later.
Peace. See you later.